It is time. Or it was time. Hi Spurs, hi Ari. Thank you for the resubs. Jesus Christ, Spurs, you've been subscribed for 19 months. What's that, a month and a half? Just over a year and a half. I mean, Jesus Christ. I think I'm just gonna forget to make emotes forever, or forget to commission splits for emotes forever. They'll never get made, and I'll continue wanting to do it and then forgetting because I'm a dumbass. Is the game too quiet? I'm gonna turn it up a bit. I should hopefully be a bit better. Anyway, hi. A month and a half. Shush. You know what I mean. Anyway, I hope you all had a good Valentine's Day. I didn't. I was working, and then I played Overwatch when I got home. So that was the extent of my day. But I hope you guys had a good day. My tracking's all sort of wonky today. Do I have time to fix it? Nah, fuck it. My bad, I've got a cold. Painless kind of all over the place, but ended nicely. Nice. I don't cry and spend the night for good friends. That's good at least. Another crying getting drunk bit though. But yeah, Studio Lan dropped a short visual novel like yesterday for Valentine's Day. So we're gonna stream it. We're gonna play it. And it's gonna be my Valentine's Day stream. And if it doesn't run long enough, we can break out. Where is it? Let me check. I'm pretty sure last year let me find it. I did a Valentine's Day last year. I did Perfect Gold last year. But the year before that, I did that weird live action, like, Asian dating sim, and if this doesn't run long enough, we'll do that. I don't know, pickers with facial hair, because they hate people with facial hair, apparently. Anyway, Yuri, what's Yuri? What's Yuri time? Every spring, the village I live in holds a huge festival. It's a really big deal. Almost everyone participates. Out of stalls and activities, and people come from all over just to attend. Question: what's my motivation here? Like, I need to get in character. Why do I want this witch? What makes me desire a witch, and why her exactly? What do I do to them? You tell me, Theo. Anyway, we're about to find out, Ari, trust. So what am I doing to prepare for all this? Well, I am job hunting. Some celebration this is, but I need the money. Every afternoon I go to the town centre to see if there are any jobs on the bulletin boards. Even odd jobs are better than nothing, but I haven't had any luck finding any of those either. I was to... Nah. A couple of days ago, I even had someone snatch a job posting off the board while I was reading it. Rude. I hope they get fired. Only jobs worked like that. Wasn't expecting today to be much different, but I spot a new flyer on the boards. Urgent help needed. Looking for assistant to make potions for festival preparations. Previous experience useful but not required. Sign your name at the bottom of this flyer for more information. That girl, that's a fey trap and a half. Do you have a little bit of potion making experience? This might just be right up my alley. Here, Ami... Scaria. Wait, who did I just sign up to work for? Before I could even read the shop name, I feel a strange sensation, and the next time I blink, I am no longer in the town square. In the distance, I can hear a delighted gasp, followed by footsteps running towards me. This sure looks like a witch's shop, alright, and not just any witch's shop. Welcome to Mirabelle's... I'm gonna try and do a voice, but my voice is fucked from this cold, so it's not gonna be very good. Welcome to Mirabelle's Miraculous Mixtures. But I'm sure you already knew that, right? I did know. Of course. I didn't think telling her that I didn't read the paper I signed would be a good idea. The witch Fade, you know, feels kinda unconsensual to be it. I mean, it's kind of our fault for signing our name without reading it. Oh, of course, there. Everyone around here doesn't know about Mirabelle's shop. She's more infamous than famous, but she doesn't need to know that. Either she doesn't realize I'm lying, or she's too desperate to care, because she just smiles brightly at me. So, you can start today, right? Yeah. Indubitably. That's a short notice, but I'm not going to like a gift witch in the mouth. Even if that witch owns the worst potion shop in town. Do you have any experience brewing potions? A bit. Great, then you shouldn't have any trouble. These are all very simple potions, I assure you. The only issue we're having is quantity. There's so much to make, and only one little old me. Probably you don't expect to be Fade, especially not from a 3-sentence letter. Anything that asks you to sign your name is sketch. That's a change Abby Mascara. Maybe I should have put my full name in there. Come on, let me show you where we'll be working. She full government names me every time. Well, technically Ami's a nickname. My first name is Amanita. Real fantasy here's an available job market. Yeah. I've been at a job for over 2 years now, and I still remember the 9 miserable months of trying to find a job. It was horrible. She grabs my hand and leads me away from the front of the shop towards the back rooms. Normally I'd be ecstatic over getting to hold hands with a pretty girl, but well, maybe it's not to... Maybe it's best not to deal with that for now. You and me both, girl. You and me both. The real fantasy of the company reaching out to you for a job offer. Your brewing station doesn't have as many ingredients stocked as my personal station. I promise there'll be enough to make plenty of potions. Ugh, dying. I'm gonna start muting whenever I start coughing my guts out. I've been handling more complex orders, the simpler stuff will be your responsibility. Normally companies just cry that nobody wants to work for them and then refuse any applications for not being good enough and repeat. Yeah. Yeah. Mirabelle takes me to a small enclave downstairs. A cauldron surrounded by tables and shelves of different types of herbs, flowers, and other materials. On the wall above the cauldron is a small mirror. That teleportation spells sure scuffed you a bit, didn't it? You can take a moment to gather yourself if you'd like. We get to customize our girl! Oh, then I'm gonna commit some blasphemy here. When this is full screened, I cannot see my mouse, and I can't do this with my mouse. I'm like really pale. Is orange an option? There we go, that looks like me. Hair was the closest we can get to mine. Oh hey, it's Aika from Pretty Please I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl. Where's brown? Okay, this is the brownness we're getting. These are our only options, okay. Called pale skin, cheese skin? Do I want to know what that means, Ari? Alright, what's the closest to ours? Not this one. Maybe this one? Also, this hairstyle is in here twice. Oh, I guess just in there without the back, but this'll do. This is close enough to a mushroom shape. Outfit. Do we want to wear a little undershirt or no? I forget about the undershirt. Put a hat on this peak. I like this hat, it calls to me. Stick of mozzarella, I see. Ugh, dying. Yeah, this is the Yami Muscari, everyone. Let me fill screenness again. That looks better for us. It's nice and cozy, isn't it? I guess. I'm glad we agree. We're all going to get along super well. I can just feel it. Can't you? Of course you can. I should know better to ask questions I already know the answer to. Silly me. Not enough mushroom? I know, but it's the best I could do. Her energy is something else. Those 1-star whelp reviews where couldn't have prepared me for this. Since this is your first day, I've made sure to start you off with a really simple potion so you can get in the groove. I have a customer who's in urgent need of a strength potion. She's really strong on her own, but of course there's a lot of stuff that needs moving. It's been nice if you had a strong potion to make her even stronger. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? All you need to do is put the ingredients in the cauldron, stir the mixture, and voila, you have a brand new potion ready for drinking. I don't remember any strength potion recipes though. Don't worry about that, it's really simple. All you need is some cat's eyes and some peach seeds and Mirabelle and I stared at each other. The smile on her face wasn't cracked even once. Well, it would be too easy if I just told you the whole recipe, wouldn't it? Think of it like a puzzle. Those 2 ingredients plus something soft. It can figure out on your own that proves you're able to think on your feet and make the quality potion our shop is known for. Well, I've got plenty of artists to take care of myself, so I should go. Ta-ta! She flutters away before I can say anything else in response. What have I got myself into? Okay, so not actual cat's eyes. Cat's eye gems, peach seeds, and something soft. Let's see what's here. Cat's eye gem. It's a grimoire. I'm gonna have to swap out of full screen again, I'm sorry. I know it looks like shit. Yeah, let me... You know what, I'll try and fix it here. There we go, that should do it. So I can actually see what I'm doing here. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Yeah, peach seeds. And a feather is soft, right? Or rose petals. I would say so that have different effects based on the type of bird they come from. Enhancing attributes. Okay, it's blue. It's bird feathers. Alright, here goes. After I put all the ingredients in the cauldron and stir them, the mixture begins to bubble satisfyingly. Been a while since I've done this. It's actually pretty relaxing. As long as I ignore the circumstances that brought me here. For too long, the brew is finished, and I pour it into an empty bottle. Consistency is silky smooth. You have no idea that this was my first potion in a long time. Yo! I maybe never to do that again. The customer's here. 1 strength potion to go. Muriel seems to be in a hurry when she makes her entrance, but after she takes the potion out of my hand, she takes a moment to look at it. Wow, now that is a beautiful potion. Especially since you said you only have a little bit of experience. She leans towards me, her tone of voice conspiratorial. Well, I'd almost think you just stole this from my shop. What? Of course not. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Let's get this as a customer. Mirabelle runs off in a hurry to get back. For a moment, I think about following her, but instead I just take the opportunity for a break, even if it's just for a few minutes. She may be the one running around, but I feel like I'm the one who needs to stop and take a breath. A few minutes later, I can hear footsteps approaching, as she probably has other tasks for me. But when I turn to face her, instead of giving me another order, she pulls me into a hug. Aww. It was perfect. Congratulations on your first successful order. Thank you? She lets go of me, but keeps a hand on my shoulder. This partnership is going very well. So far, if I say so myself. Now, on to the next order. The next few hours, Mirabelle sets me up with some very simple orders, which all go as well as the first one, though without as much hugging. Boo! Boo! In between, she gets a tour of the shop. If I didn't know any better, I'd think it was actually a really nice place, but just because the decor is pretty and everything organized doesn't mean the stock is good. Eventually, the sun begins to set, and Mirabelle closes the shop. She waves me off as I leave. I guess she lives on the second floor. Let's go, crafted our first potion. To be honest, yesterday still kind of feels like an elaborate fever dream. One moment I was just job hunting at the bulletin like usual, and next I signed my soul off to the worst potion shop in town for a week. Okay, that's a bit over dramatic. Actually went pretty well, all things considered. I earned my keep and nobody got poisoned. On the one hand, by this time next week I'll be completely free from this job. On the other, Mirabelle is so exhausting to be around, even just a week. Actually, not even a week now. Actually, not even a week now. Feels like it'll be an almost insurmountable slog. Hi, Gwen! Hi! I open the door to the shop, the bright twinkle of the bell mixing with the bird songs in the air. It's me, Mirabelle. I'm Mascaria. You don't have to say my full name every time. That's Anna Mascaria, if you would. Please say the whole thing. Yes, that includes the Mascaria part. Yes, Tom, every time. I've never seen the Boondocks, but I think about a pimp named Slickback all the time. Feel like time hasn't blunted her enthusiasm for me, or the work I'm doing. Any. Ready for another great day of work? Yeah, sure. I should have studied up on some basics last night just in case, you know. That's the kind of forward-thinking preparation any shopkeeper values in an assistant. So I take it you're ready for today's order? I sure am. What are we doing today? Why did the music go quiet there? That was freaky. Well, the good news is that the strength potion you brewed yesterday worked perfectly. Good news? Then what's the bad news? A same customer came to the shop in a panic while I was getting ready for bed. He was pretty hectic in preparation for the Paris Festival, and apparently she dropped some really heavy boxes. Ouch. On someone's foot. Ouch. That's what I said. She, the woman whose foot had the boxes dropped on her, went to a healer, but, well, you know what. You know what they're like sometimes over there. Customer feels really bad about what happened, and she wants to give her a potion to relieve the pain. A pain relief potion? Recipe for those, but there's a few recipes for those, but one they have ingredients for contains lavender, beeswax, and something cool. Something cool? Yeah. She's messing with me, or did she just really forget an ingredient again? You're smart, Kikiyami. You're smart, Kikiyami. I'm confident you'll do just as well today as you did yesterday. No pressure there. Now, if you don't mind, I have some other orders to take care of. I'm back to check on you in a bit. Bye. Little girl gives me a quick wave as she leaves me on my own again. Lavender, beeswax, and something cool. we talking cool as in temperature or cool as in like, that's cool, you know? Lavender, beeswax. Mint's cool, right? Numbing pain, there it is. And she goes. Let's see. All the ingredients and start stirring. Don't want to jinx it early, but he sees that this potion's going just as well as the previous one. Maybe I have a talent for this. Just before when the brew is done, I bottle it. Just like before when the bottle is done, I bottle it up. Also, like before, Mirabelle is here to take it from me before I can do anything else. Another excellent brew. Why, if I don't watch out, you might steal my job from right under me. Is that supposed to be a compliment? For my own well-being, I'm going to assume that it is. Haha, thank you. Monsieur Sarah will find it very useful. Sarah? Oh, she's the customer. I guess the potion isn't for her, but knowing that other women isn't in pain should take a weight off her shoulders. Especially if she doesn't have the strength potion anymore. Zing! I'll take it to her right away. Just stay here. I'll have some recipes for you in a moment. There's a signature smile on her face. Mirabelle pats me on the head before leaving. Next few hours are a cycle between receiving orders, filling them, and being subject to Mirabelle's alternating affection and backhanded praise. Usurp the witch. No, we gotta smooch the witch. And because I'm working full hours today, it feels even more like a slog. By the time the shop closes, all I want to do is go to bed. 2 days down, 5 to go. We're working 7-day week. Ouch. If I survive them. Why not both? Sure, we can do both. Both is good. Beginning my 3rd day of work, King Mirabelle made a promise. I made a promise to myself. Well, this job can suit me, even if I'm good at it. I haven't known Mirabelle personally for very long, but she has to know that her shop's reputation is terrible. If I can help relieve that, well, maybe it's a bit flattering, but it could also lead to this job being way more than I signed up for. I'll see how things shake out for the next few days. But I'm confident that things will turn out well. When I enter the shop, I don't even get getting the chance to say anything before Mirabelle makes her presence known. Abby, just something I wanted to see. I have great news! What is it? That potion we gave Sarah yesterday worked like a charm. She even told me Lillian, that's the moon who dropped the box on, was shocked at how well it worked. Oh, that's good. Takes 1 potion a day, of course her reputation stinks then. No. It isn't implied. I mean, it isn't implied considering where it's bought in that sentence, but she's forgetting about it. In fact, she was so impressed that she just came over to buy another potion herself. Really? Yep, you just missed her actually. We don't have any knitting potions in stock, so I had to ask her to come back later. That's where you come in. A knitting potion? That's what she's using it for anyway. She's a potion to enhance her concentration and dexterity, make up for the progress she lost on her stall stock. It's pretty simple. Maybe a bit too simple for how you've been doing, frankly. But I won't have time to do it myself, so... Just put in some beeswax, some lavender, and something red. Something red? Oh, I hear the bell. I'll check on you later. Of course you will. I've had to figure out ingredients the whole time here, aren't I? Standing here won't the potion made any... Well, just standing here won't get the potion made any faster. What's something red that goes with beeswax and lavender? We took a knitting potion for some other dexterous task. It wouldn't work. It only works on... Well, it only works on knitting. Beeswax, lavender, and something red. I mean, the only red thing here is roses, right? Probably say in the grimoire. Is there even any other red stuff in here? Shit. Okay, I'm gonna stop touching my scroll wheel now. How does the potion know you're knitting and not something else? It just knows these things. It's magic. I mean, yeah, rose petal's the only red thing here, so I guess this is it. It was definitely beeswax, lavender, and something around. Is it like with painkillers knowing where they have to kill pain? Yes, it's exactly like that. Another potion well made, if I say so myself. I never thought I'd ever make a potion for knitting, but it's the first time for everything, I suppose. Ooh, this one's looking really pretty. Mirabelle? I'm jolted out of my thoughts by Mirabelle's sudden intrusion, which surprises me so much I nearly dropped the bottle onto the ground. Luckily, she seems to have the reflexes of a cat, snatching it as soon as my finger loosens the grip on the glass. Oops, you should be a little more careful, Emmy. It's a good thing that I was here to help you, though. I wouldn't have almost dropped it if you hadn't stuck up on me. That's alright. Just let me get this back to Lillian, and then we can move on to the rest of the day's work. She leaves for the back room, and I try my hardest not to think about those fingers brushing against mine, or how empty the room feels without her presence. Aww. That's adorable. I mean, the weirdness of this situation might be rubbing off on me. No, I'm just being silly. About what? Again? Somehow today has turned into Mirabelle accidentally. At least, I hope it's that accidentally. Scaring the living daylights out of me. While I'm making potions, while I'm on my lunch break. While I'm waiting for more orders. It'd be really funny if it weren't happening to me. But it is happening to me, so instead of it's driving me nuts and up the wall. At the same time, after the shop closes and I head home, I keep half expecting you to sneak up on me again. Which jump scare? Not in a sec. Just so you know how long the game is, I don't want to... My friend's kind of killing me, so I don't want this stream to run too long. Also, I've got uni tomorrow, and I've got prep work to do. I don't know what it is, but something about today feels off. Maybe it's just because I had a bit of trouble sleeping last night. But I can't help but get the feeling that something's going to happen. I hope I'm wrong, I'm too tired to deal with a real crisis today. My hopes are dashed as soon as I enter the shop. Hello, Abby. It's good to see you today. Well, I am your assistant for this week. Mirabelle's more nervous than I've ever seen her. I can tell she's trying to play it off and cover her nerves with cheerfulness, but she's really bad at hiding it. I'm not gonna lie, still not sure if she's the witch I want. Well, you just pick Yari. I think she's perfect. Is everything alright? Of course everything's alright. Everything's pushing up daisies for the shop. Why wouldn't it be alright? It's a really long-winded way of saying no. Overly self-confident fail girl. Isn't that like perfect? That's like that. I don't know why you're complaining, Ari. Okay. This isn't really any of my business, isn't it? I'm not even a long-term employee. Both of our jobs right now are to smile, today, or to face today with a smile. I have a stroke over here. Real pokes the side of my mouth. Alright. Alright. Relax to a genuine smell despite myself. Like, real talk, how did you manage to shop before you came? 1 potion a day? Like, what the fuck is your job now that you're here? No, that's just the potion we get to make as a player. There's other implied potions, okay? Now, Star came back to the shop today. I'm not used to having regulars. I mean, having regulars is a completely normal part of owning a shop, haha. So, of course, I wasn't blindsided or anything. That would be silly of me. Anyway, what she needed today is a boost of energy. She has more stuff to move around for the festival, but she's been like fretting over Lillian so much that she hasn't gotten a wink of sleep. I don't see the other potions. Alright, you're maybe it's just happening when you're not looking. This isn't a job for a mere cup of coffee. It needs monstrous energy. That's where you can in. The recipe needs peach seeds. It's really easy. Just peach seeds? Of course not. Have you ever heard of a potion that's only one ingredient? So what else do I put in it? Oh, something blue and something shiny. My memory's getting even worse. First thing anything, Mirabelle turns and walks away, not even an acknowledgement. Somehow she's way more scatterbrained today than usual. It's kinda disconcerting. Guess that worrying won't make the potion create itself, though. Peach seed, something blue, and something shiny. What could that be? Happening when I'm not looking? Is she fucking Santa Claus of potions? No, she's making potions when we're not, like, while we're doing this. Right, peach. Nope, okay, no, let's take that out of the pot. Peach seeds. Something blue. There's only one blue item in here. Something shiny. Beeswax? Question mark? I mean, I guess beeswax is shiny, right? Yeah, I guess that goes in the pot. Peach seeds, something blue, something shiny. Implies she has more than one cauldron. She does have more than one cauldron. We're using the spare cauldron, the tiny one. The gems? Shit, you're right! I can't walk it back! We're locked in! Or not, apparently. Apparently we can. Sure, peach seeds, feather, gems. I don't know if that worked, but I mean, who's to say? Like usually I put the ingredients and start to stir. Becoming kind of ritual, soothing in a sense. To wait for Mirabelle to come back for the potion, I reflect back on the beginning of the day. Something really seems to have rattled her. But what? I assumed that someone who's been in business this long with a shop nearly everyone hates would be pretty thick-skinned. Maybe I was wrong about that, but whatever's going on, I don't think she's going to tell me about it today. I hope she'll be alright. Annie? When this thing up with me, Mirabelle approaches me calmly. Is potion ready? Yep, I hope it's right. Wonderful, let me get this to Sarah and I'll come back with the next order for you. As the day proceeds with much less fanfare than I'm used to. Mirabelle is much calmer than I've ever seen her. She's almost acting like a legitimate boss. It's so weird. And it's weird that I think that's weird. What has this place done to me? By the time I clock out and go home, I'm almost dreading the thought of coming to work tomorrow. If she's just going to be like that again. Almost dreading. The part of me that still cares about my paycheck's ecstatic. Past few days have been a whirlwind that I feel like I should prepare for anything when I walk up to Mirabelle's shop. But nothing could have prepared me for what I saw. Which was absolutely nothing. Mirabelle? Are you in there? Tried knocking on the locked door, but I can't hear anything inside. What's going on? She's done plenty of stuff, but she's never been late. Why are these our options? This feels like something we should save for. Is she ignoring me? Is she in there pretending she isn't? Why would she try to push me away? Maybe that makes something in my heart ache. Something in my chest ache. Maybe I'm reading too much into this. For as long as it's felt, I've only known her for less than a week. I sit for wait for her, leaning back against the wall of the shop and closing my eyes. After a few minutes, I think it's hard to keep track. I finally hear a familiar voice. Emmy, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry keeping you waiting. What happened? It's all you to be late for work. I know, I'm sorry. I had a little bit of official business to take care of. Just some festival-related stuff. Nothing you need to worry about. You know that those seller fees could be like... Festival? It's in 2 days. Shouldn't fees have been handled ages ago? Well... Under normal circumstances, perhaps, but we have, a special arrangement. So you have more leeway on the deadline? Yes, that's exactly what it is. That's pretty convenient. Very. No, come on, let's get to work. What do I need to make today? Oh, I got a lovely visit from Lilith today. Having the exact problem Sarah was, I'm afraid. She's been having such a hard time sleeping lately and needs something that'll at bare minimum give her a really good nap. Alright, put her in a coma, got it. Make sure to put in mint and 2 things that smell good. No, just a moment, I have some stuff I need to tidy up. She's definitely doing this on purpose. Mint and 2 things that smell good. That's kind of subjective, but... Alright, mint. Lavender smells really nice. What else do we think, chat? There's gotta be... I'm between beeswax or rose petals. Rose petals or beeswax? Version this time. We need to put in 2 things that smell good. I've already put in mint and lavender. I need something else that smells good. Do you think beeswax or rose petals? I think it's rose petals. Okay, roses it is. Mint, lavender, rose petals. And she goes. I was quickly becoming a habit. I see the ingredients inside the cauldron and wait for the mixture to start quietly bubbling. As I slowly stir the potion, I think about this morning. It was so strange for Mirabelle to not be waiting for me. And I'm not sure I quite believe her story about having an arrangement with the festival. Was this stink? They're not that bad. I'm sure I believe she has a booth, but what kind of arrangement could she have that would mean she gets to pay the fees later than everyone else? Festival treasure, her brother or something? That our shops has survived so long with such bad reviews. Yoo-hoo! Amy, you'll burn the potion if you're not careful. Yeah, sorry, I just spaced out there. Don't worry, I know it would have been fine. You've been so consistent, it's amazing. Come on, let's get this bottled up so I can give it to Lillian. Poor dear's at the counter, looking like she's on death's door. Alright, just a second. So to finish bottling it, Mirabelle takes the potion out of my hand and scurries away. It's But everything, it feels like we have a pretty decent rhythm going on. The rest of the day goes smooth, not without its problems, but nothing that seemed insurmountable. But a lot of things that have been building up don't leave my mind. What's the arrangement? Why was Mirabelle so nervous earlier? Girl, I think we're focusing too much on this. I don't think it matters. Since I'm only a temporary employee and my tenure ends in all of 2 days, it'll probably never find out. This makes it even harder to ignore the mystery in front of me, even once I'm off the clock. Can't believe the festival is tomorrow. Definitely isn't how I'd planned on spending it. I'm making a lot of potions. The shop might actually make a profit. And we even have regular customers now. But why am I thinking of Mirabelle's shop in terms of us? Wouldn't we be working here 2 days from now? When I arrive, Mirabelle is waiting for me outside with a sad, solemn smile on her face. Hey Amy, there's something you need to talk about. I swallow the lump that's formed in my throat, listening to her voice. What could be going on that caused her to act like this? I know it can't be my performance. She's not the kind of boss to fire someone who's doing a good job. Come on inside. It'll be easier if we talk. Easier to talk there than out here. Ooh. Let me guess. The shop's shutting unless we can pull off a crazy. Oh yeah, more Pepsi in this can. Put all of it. I think a mouthful, but it'll do. I think she's gonna be like, they're closing the shop unless we can pull off a crazy festival performance. Not exactly. Well, no, that's not right. Obviously there's something wrong. With the shop for a few years now, it's not like I don't know what everyone says about me. And open up the Whelp book and see all those angry reviews, it hurts. Oh. Honestly, I always thought she was just that oblivious, or that none of the negativity bothered her. And I know that I've been in over my head, that I was never ready to own a shop of my own. Those negative reviews, almost all of them are telling the complete truth. But I thought if I worked hard enough and kept a smile on my face, I could turn things around. It never worked, but I kept trying. Owning my own shop was my dream, so for so long, I just couldn't give it up. You know that arrangement I mentioned for the festival? Yes, you told me about it, but no offense, it didn't really make sense. Yeah, I left out a lot of info. I applied for a stall this year, just like all the other years since I opened the shop, but they rejected me. Rejected you? Wow. No need to be mad at them on my behalf. They were right, but I just couldn't admit it to myself. So I begged them to reconsider. Eventually they relented, but under the condition that I pay an extra insurance fee. That fee is very large. They were at least nice enough to let me pay in installments, but if we don't sell every potion we bring to the festival, we'll have to close the shop permanently. I'm almost completely broke now. I'm sorry for not telling you this earlier. I don't want to put all of that on your shoulders when you were only going to be here for a week. So why are you telling me this now? Because for the first time in a long time, I feel like there's hope. When I put out that job posting, I didn't expect to get someone who was actually really good at making potions. I definitely didn't expect the person who responded to be such a pretty girl either. Oh my god. I swore I would be honest about everything today, no exceptions. Anyway, if a miracle happens and we still enough to get the shop open, I want you to work here. You don't have to make a decision right now, but will you promise to think about it at least? Yeah, I promise. Somehow that just feels right, not just because I want a job either. I think we can really turn the shop around. It'll take a lot of hard work from both of us, but if we work together, we can do it. Now, before you get too distracted, guess who came up to the counter just before I left to wait for you? Was it one of the regulars? Both of them. They only needed one potion though. And let me guess, I have to brew that potion? You really are a quick learner. This one's a bit unusual. It's not a potion for drinking. It's one you water a plant with to change its properties, but the method of making it isn't exactly the same, so just think of it like normal, okay? Flower Sprinkleizer. Need peach seeds plus 2 more flower ingredients, but not lavender and nothing yellow. Huh? You figure it out. I think I just heard the bell. Shit. Finally, Mirabelle leaves to get my own devices. I really do need to think about something. I really do need to think about it before committing to this job long term. I should at least ask her to get better about sharing actual recipes with me. So, plant ingredients for the plant potion. One of the ingredients is peach seeds, neither is lavender, and none of them are yellow. What does this leave me with? Okay, peach seeds. Flower ingredients. Well, roses are flowers, so in they go. Is mint a flower? It can't be dandelions. Dandelions are yellow. No beeswax either, even though it's not a plant. Kai gems are yellow. Also not plants, so it has to be mint. Yeah, it's not dandelions, it's not lavender. It can't be this or this. And funnily enough, feathers are not plants. In they go. Another perfect potion coming up. Maybe it's a bit arrogant to put it like that, but I have been doing a good job. Mirabelle said it so herself. Should I draw some leaves on the label so nobody thinks they can drink it themselves? No, that would just make them think it's made of plants. Which, well, it is, but I don't know if that'll make a person sparkle. Like, it'll make plants sparkle. And I would be surprised, just anyone looking to quench their thirst. Bobbits. I'll just be surprised that she's here, but nothing surprises me anymore. Do you know what would happen if a person were to drink this potion? Hold on to nothing, probably. Do you want to test it sparkling yourself? No, I just want to stop people from drinking it when they shouldn't. Oh dear, I don't think anyone could really stop that, but maybe we're thinking it. Mirabelle takes the potion out of my hands, summons a pen out of thin air, and writes something on the label. Then she holds the bottle up to me. Underneath the shop's name and plant sprinklerizer is written, "Tastes like spoiled milk, but do not drink." Does it really? No, but most people aren't gonna want to find out. Let's get this to Lillian and Sarah, and oh, I'm dying to figure out why they need sparkly plant. It's really nice to be able to have a casual conversation with Mirabelle. She's still my boss, of course, but after the morning's talk, I feel like we've cleared the air. The rest of the day passes by similarly, but as the minutes and hours tick by, I can't help but become increasingly aware of how little time there is until things change for good. Less than a day now until I have to be at the festival. For better or for worse. At one point I drop a bottle, an empty one thankfully, and Mirabelle asks me if something is wrong. Try to play it off, she's being clumsy, but I don't think she buys it. When it's 10 o'clock out, I don't really want to leave, but Mirabelle shoos me outside. She gives me a key to the shop and tells me to let myself in if something comes up. I barely have an appetite at dinner. I'm nearly too nervous to fall asleep. Never thought so much would be raining on the village festival. I've gone every year since I was a kid, and almost always it's just been a good time. This is it. It's the day of the festival. However this week ends up, it's going to be decided today. People asked me to come into the shop early today. Did a lot of preparations, but apparently we got a single rush order. So just have to come in to make that potion while she finishes setting up the stall. Let us also end with the key Mirabelle gave me yesterday. Shop feels so barren without her here. When I go to my station, there are 2 folded notes waiting for me. Which one should I read first? Feels like another choice I should save for. One on the right. Dear Amy, thanks for coming in early today. I know it's not ideal with the festival and all, but when Lillian came up to me and asked for a potion of courage so she could confess to Sarah, aww, I couldn't say no. Have you seen those lovebirds? I was surprised they weren't already courting. She left a really sweet note for her. Make sure to bring it with you when you come here, alright? So why didn't you just take the note with you? I guess I'll make sure not to read it. Never mind that, let's read the rest of this letter. Potion you need to make today is one that increases the drinker's courage. The three main ingredients are something romantic, something made in the grounds, something you make a wish on. Should be able to help Lillian and Sarah. The relationship depends on you. No pressure. We've had plenty of practice now, so it shouldn't be that difficult, right? Something romantic, something made on the ground, and something you make a wish on. What do I have for those? Oh, that's simple. Rose petals, romantic, dandelions, like wishes. Though these are the something made in the ground. It's gotta be gems, right? Beeswax is made in the ground, dandelions are made in the ground. And it's kinda made in the ground. I feel like gem eyes. I feel like gems are a lot better of a bet. What do you think, chat? This is very important. I need your input on this. Something made in the ground. Mint isn't technically made in the ground, is it? What does it say the gems do? Oh shit! Fuck! Just scroll down the list. Rose petals, dandelions. Let's see, rose petals. Anything that affects emotion. Dandelions. Make things bigger. Potent intensifier. And mint. Relieves ailments. Yeah, I think gems are the way to go. Yeah, let's go with these. I'll fry the cauldron in my ladle like I'm possessed. Now that we're registering what's going on, I have to get to the festival as soon as possible, no matter how this potion turns out. I don't even look at it when I go to bottle it, so I'm not even sure if it's worth drinking. Just to figure that out later. I gotta leave now. Because I can, I clean everything up, closing up the shop, and start to turn to the square where the festival is being held. It's easy to tell when I'm getting closer since there are more and more people close. If I'm getting closer, there are more and more people closer and closer together on the street, but they manage to avoid running into anybody. Eventually, I do have to slow down because there are simply too many people to run past. People crowded in groups with their friends and loved ones in front of all different stalls, enjoying a variety of foods and other sundries. Excuse me, pardon me. Sorry, I didn't mean to step on your foot. Let me squeeze for just a moment. Not every part of the festival is like this, but... Hold on. The stall area is always packed to the brim. After a while of moving past people, I finally found my goal. A small booth in a corner, barely out of the shadows, is a respectable display of bottled potions, with impeccably designed labels. Lowest sign bearing a familiar shop name, Mirabelle's Miraculous Mixtures. Mirabelle, got the potion! About 10, there's so many people here! I managed to wiggle my way through people browsing Mirabelle's wares and behind the stall, sitting in the empty seat next to her. Come on, let me see what you brought. Show Mirabelle the courage potion she had me bake before I left, as well as Lillian's note. Oh, this potion looks beautiful. There's no way Lillian would get turned down with this. If you ask me, I don't think she'd get turned down without it either, but you're not going to refuse her money. No time to waste, let's get back to selling. You in the red shirt, you look like someone whose life woes can be helped with a stiff drink. I got plenty of stiff drinks here for the concerned customer. Well, that's not what a stiff drink is. She laughed brightly before turning to look at me with a twinkle in her eye. It got your attention, didn't it? You're supposed to get my attention. I'm not. Mirabelle flutters the eyelashes at me. My face immediately feels hot and I jerk around to look away from her. She's doing this on purpose. You. I point to a tired-looking woman holding a baby in one arm, a small child holding onto her other hand. You need a monstrous energy potion. As the day goes on, Mirabelle and I try to get people's attention, but surprisingly, it turns out not to be necessary. People are coming to stop at our stall even without being called over. At first I thought it was out of morbid curiosity, with how bad a reputation Mirabelle's shop has. And maybe for some people, that's what it was, but soon people actually start to buy potions. Gradually, but steadily, the number of potions resting atop our table dwindles. Even Lillian comes over to pick up her courage potion. Sarah stood at her side with a hand resting casually on Lillian's shoulder. As Sarah made small talk with Mirabelle, Lillian secretly swipes both the potions she'd ordered and the note she'd written. Finally, it's going to its intended recipient. Pretty sure Lillian wants this to be a secret, so I don't just say anything, but I cheer her on internally. I think Mirabelle was right that she didn't really need the luck, though. Sarah's so obviously smitten with her that a confession would be a formality. As the sun sets, someone brought the last potion we set up. We did it! Woohoo! Did it! The shop could stay open. Just as Mirabelle said that, a burst of purple fireworks blast through the sky. Even the fireworks are celebrating our momentous achievement. They are. How courteous of them. Of course, I know it's just a coincidence, but I'd like to think that the rest of the village wants to celebrate it with us too. So if we no longer have anything to sell, an excellent problem to have, all we can do is watch the fireworks display lit up the night sky. It paints the view above us with a rainbow of different colours, all both beautiful and fleeting. I've seen the fireworks a ton of times, alone with family, with friends, but somehow it feels different this year. Look to the side to see where Mirabelle is sitting next to me. She looks at the fireworks with a determined expression on her face. I wonder if she feels the same way I did. While I was thinking about her, Mirabelle kissed me softly on the lips. It's awfully unprofessional, I know, but I've been wanting to do that for a while. Hey, girl, there's no HR. You have? It's been very distracting. Now I have a very important question to ask you. Is she... No, she couldn't be. Not this soon. Do you promise to come to work tomorrow morning? Will you kiss me again if I do? Absolutely. Then I promise. I'll keep working for you tomorrow and every day after that. Aww. Hold on, you need vacations and sick days too. Suddenly I can't help but feel grateful that my last job let me go. If they had gotten rid of me, I wouldn't be right here now. I wouldn't be here right now. Pretty sure the shop may be uncertain, but one thing's for sure. Whoever it turns out, Mirabelle and I will face it together. Aww, that's adorable. And we got the true ending. What if there's any guides? We could play for the bad ending, but I don't want to, so I'm not going to. We're streaming for an hour, and if I start anything else, we can shut the end there. Straight beam, nah. Also, thanks for the bit, sis. But yeah, I could stream more, but my throat is killing me. I've still got my colds. And anything I start will take at least another hour. So I reckon we shall end my Valentine's Day stream off here. I hope you all enjoyed it. That game is very cute. They've also announced. Where was it? Hold on. Where is it? I just had it. They just announced my VTuber is actually cute, which is a VTuber themed dating sim studio lands dropping, which is gonna be peak. It was basically made for me. We're so back. So that's exciting. I wish my work schedule actually. What am I working next Sunday? I used to work like Friday, Saturdays, but I go to uni on Fridays. So I'm kind of stuck working Sundays, so my streaming schedule's a little interrupted. Yeah, I finish work at 6 next week, so stream should be on time, hopefully. I mean, I get in like an hour before stream. Thanks for the bit, sis. Also, no, I'm not lame. What do you mean? Ugh. Yeah, my throat is absolutely killing me from working at this. So I'm gonna hop off. Hope you all enjoyed and had a lovely Valentine's Day, and I'll see you all next week. Bye!